This is the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition has a look at stories making news tonight. The government signs a heads of agreement with Western Atlantic University School of Medicine. Also, the Ministry of Grand Bahama backs the Afro-Caribbean trade show in Ghana. And a parent accuses a local primary school of mistreatment. Educational officials respond.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in. Topping news tonight, Western Atlantic University School of Medicine has become a fixture here in Grand Bahama, providing growth in medical tourism while also providing a space for local medical students to study at home. Well, today, the government and stakeholders came together to ensure the continued development of that institution. Shane Stubbs has that story and leads us off tonight.
We are building a healthier Bahamas.
It's a golden day for Western Atlantic University School of Medicine as a heads of agreement signing was held on the campus, allowing the institution to continue chartering a way forward for the future of medical care, further expansion of its facilities, and opportunities for medical students. Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis and Deputy Prime Minister the Honorable I. Chester Cooper both expressing their excitement on the continued partnership.
Today, we forge ahead with our bold and ambitious agenda to galvanize Grand Bahama and revolutionize our nation's healthcare landscape.
Today we have a medical school. In future, I know that this will evolve to more medical research, more training hospital, more medical tourism. As the Minister of Tourism, I look forward to that.
The Prime Minister reveals the campus will undergo a twofold expansion as it transitions into phases 3 and 4. In that same light, the Prime Minister adds that the Ministry of Education will play a huge role in paving access to higher education for future local applicants.
We are delighted to make these scholarships available to aspiring health professionals.
Now, the Minister of Health and Wellness, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, says that this agreement will lay the foundation for a more advanced delivery of medical care.
I believe WASM is a part of the government's vision, and we welcome you with great anticipation and enthusiasm as you move swiftly to plot the way for further development here at this wonderful site.
WASM's chairman of the board, William Colgan, Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, and the U.S. Embassy's Charge d'Affaires, Kimberly Furnish, believes this agreement will stand the test of time and allow continued growth in the medical field.
It enables WASM to fully execute the business plan, bringing students from around the world.
Beyond the critical impact on healthcare, you are also a significant contributor to the economic vitality of Grand Bahama.
WASM will be a beacon for young doctors across our countries. It will strengthen healthcare, boost our country's shared economic prosperity, and inspire new dreams.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shane Stubbs.
Thanks, Shane. Well, the Ministry of Grand Bahama has endorsed the Afro-Caribbean Global Business Trade Show, which took place in Ghana this week, calling it a powerful platform for economic empowerment, mutual investment, and global trade collaboration. Amongst the official delegation is Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry for Grand Bahama, Kingsley Smith, who said connecting with Africa will propel the plans for the Afro-Caribbean marketplace here in Freeport. Felicity Darville reports from Ghana.
The Ministry for Grand Bahama said the Afro-Caribbean Global Business Trade Show is of particular strategic importance as the island has been at the forefront of efforts to foster deep commercial ties with Africa. Parliamentary Secretary Kingsley Smith said behind the scenes, a lot of planning and logistics are underway to make the Afro-Caribbean marketplace at the International Bazaar a reality.
For Grand Bahama has made a lot of inroad in the development of this project. And those who may be skeptical, I just say to be patient. It's going to happen, and it's going to be great, and it's going to be great for the Bahamas. And that's one of the things. no matter who is the government, we are all one. And we should all want our government to succeed, because if it succeeds, then we all win.
Smith is elated about the prospects of meaningful connections with the motherland.
Even though this is my first time, I feel comfortable, feel at home. You know, a lot of the things that you see home, you see here, you see the same type of action. And so at the end of the day, we all are one. This is who we are. This is where we come from. This is where it all began for us.
Trade Show Logistics Chief Robin Lightbourne says they're collecting the data to determine the best shipping routes.
Diversifying our trade portfolio requires specific focus on Freeport as a major international shipping hub. From the streets of Accra, Ghana, for ZNS Northern Edition, I'm Felicity Davil.
Now to a ZNS exclusive. It's a post that went viral on social media concerned parents of students at Hugh Campbell Primary School, alleging that the school is enforcing inhumane and excessively strict rules, raising questions about student welfare and prompting calls for an urgent investigation by education officials. Our Shalia Roll has this investigative report.
A group of concerned parents of students attending Hugh Campbell Primary School are voicing their growing frustration with the school's youngest students, stating that the school rules are overly strict and some even calling it inhumane.
I'm told that's not teacher's responsibility. I'm told that's my responsibility. I'm told to not make my problem the school's problem. I've been hung up on. I've had the classroom door slammed in my face numerous times. I've been ignored, and I'm just at a point to now where I'm tired.
A wave of concern and outrage is spreading across social media following a viral post detailing a series of disturbing allegations involving the government's preschool program at Hugh Campbell Primary School. Among them, the signing in of the preschool students. According to the school rules, each child must be signed in and out of the school by a parent or guardian. However, Patronique Knowles, a parent of a 4-year-old attending, says despite asking school officials to be lenient with her on the school sign-in login, as she has to be to work at 8:30. Knowles says that around 8:15 she went to the school to sign her son in, but the door was slammed in her face while the teacher allegedly said that the school opens at 8:30 a.m. The mother of the young child says later she received a call from the school's administration stating that the child was sitting in the office until the child was able to be signed in by an adult.
Being placed in an office from 9 until 12, he's not learning anything. He's not even being attended.
Knowles also claims that these policies are not being strictly enforced regularly, as her son was taking off the school premises on 2 occasions, once without administration being aware.
I'm calling the school, I'm calling the teachers, I'm asking, hey, who signed Saya? Who picked him up? Oh, we don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Who picked up a 4-year-old boy out of a preschool, but he has to be signed out?
Knowles voiced some of her concerns on social media, stating that her son was denied access to field trips and also claiming that her 4-year-old was taken to the police station and left there by himself after being told that a ride was en route to the school. After posting on Facebook, Knowles received a summons to appear before the court on May 1st, 2025, as the principal of the school alleges that she feels threatened by claims made in the post.
I've never threatened the principal. I've never threatened administration. I've never threatened a teacher.
But more parents are coming forward with issues regarding the school. The parents claim that they reach out to the Ministry of Education and school officials to rectify these issues. Meetings were held, but according to parents, nothing was resolved.
They placed him on the lunch program because he was not being able to eat his own lunch at school.
I went to pick up my daughter. I usually pick up early because I want to limit the time that she's actually there starving. That I started speaking with her, and she's saying to me, she's demonstrating, at one point my body hurting where she's beating me with this big pencil.
Because she forgot her spoon. They didn't. 4 teachers was in the class. Nobody went and get her a spoon. She had to eat with her hands.
Beyond the numerous meetings, it has just been a brush under the rug, or it ain't that serious, or the parents didn't have no problems, or it's resolved. It's not.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Shalia Roll.
Well, the Deputy Director of Education, Michelle Boleg, is responding to the claims made by parents of Hugh Campbell Primary School students. She says that multiple meetings were held to rectify these issues. While she admits that a child should be allowed to enter the premises before 8:30 a.m., she notes that a review is underway on the claim that a door was slammed in a parent's face.
It's alleged that that is what occurred. We cannot say, and an investigation is ongoing as to whether there is any truth to that. And so it is alleged. But I can say that we have professionals, as I indicated from the very beginning, at Hugh Campbell, teachers who care about our students very much.
Mounting concerns from parents includes the preschoolers not eating snacks or lunch due to the healthy snack policy and teachers not assisting the children with warming of food. The deputy director says that it is simply not the job of the teachers to assure that lunch for the 4-year-olds are heated, but adds that parents must provide thermoses for lunches to be kept warm.
I can say that no child will be in a school if it is brought to the attention of the teacher that no child is going to be in that class and they're going to be without any food at all.
And still to come.
When we come back, the business community reflects on the life of a business mogul. That story, sports, and more when we return.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Calling all singers, musicians, songwriters, and music producers from Grand Bahama. The Ministry for Grand Bahama invites you to enter the Welcoming Home Grand Expo Song Competition. Win $5,000 for first, $3,000 for second, and $2,000 for third. Go to ministryforgb.com for competition eligibility and guidelines. Get ready for the Freeport Business Expo Tourism Edition 2, happening May 1st and 2nd. Network, explore, and grow with top industry leaders. Register today at freeportbusinessexpo.com.
Celebrate the incredible women in your life this Mother's Day. And don't forget the special offer from Cornet Bahamas. From April 16th to May 16th, enjoy a fantastic 35% off store-wide. That's right, everything you need to show your love and appreciation is on sale. Whether it's a heartfelt gift for mom, a treat for yourself, or something special for that amazing woman in your life, we've got you covered. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Visit any one of our stores today. Make this Mother's Day unforgettable with Cornet Bahamas.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Heading into news from police over in Abaco. Police on that northern island are investigating circumstances surrounding a dog attack that took place shortly in Dundas Town Early this morning, preliminary reports indicate that a 48-year-old man was walking when 3 unrestrained dogs attacked him from the Marsh Harbor Police Station. Officers from the Marsh Harbor Police Station responded to the scene and met 2 aggressive dogs on top of the victim. Police Press Liaison Officer Superintendent Stephen Roll gives an update.
Shortly around 6:35 this morning, police at Abercrombie received reports of an adult male being attacked by 2 pit bull dogs. As a result, officers responded, and upon arrival, they observed these 2 dogs attacking this adult male. Being a fear for the male's life, the officers withdrew their service pistol and discharged 7 rounds in the direction of the dogs, fatally wounding one of the dogs while the other dog fled the area. That male was later taken to the Marsh Harbor Clinic, where he was seen and treated for his injuries and is presently detained in stable condition.
Superintendent Roll has some sound advice to owners of aggressive dogs.
Please secure your dogs properly. Ensure that your perimeter of your residence are properly secured to avoid these dogs escaping. And it is an offense to allow a ferocious dog to be at large. Please be a warning to those individuals throughout the Abercrombie district and Grand Bahama. If you have these ferocious dogs, please secure them.
Well, tonight, Grand Bahama is mourning the passing of one of the most prominent community figures, well-renowned businessman and philanthropist Mario Donado. Through the establishment of many entrepreneurship ventures, ranging from restaurants and resorts to sponsoring financially struggling families throughout the island for decades, his impact was undeniable in shaping the community of Grand Bahama as we know it. Our Matthew Martin Burrow shares more on the life of the social mogul Mario Donado.
Generosity, insightful, and respectful are just few adjectives to describe the character of iconic businessman Mario Donado. Originally from the island of Sicily off the coast of Italy, Donado's journey as a staple in the economic landscape of Grand Bahama began under humbling circumstances as a waiter for a cruise ship in 1963. Ever since then, Mr. Donado never left, adopting Grand Bahama's capital of West End as his home, rubbing shoulders with the likes of local legends such as Artist Neely, whilst being affectionately known throughout the community as Mr. D or simply Mario. Donado's impact throughout his entrepreneurial tenure left a lasting impact that is still felt today, employing thousands of Bahamians with the investment of establishments such as Pier 1 Restaurant, Royal Islander Hotel, the former Xanadu Beach Hotel, and many other notable businesses on Grand Bahama. Speaking with Progressive Liberal Party Chairman, the Honorable Fred Mitchell, he remembers Donado as a caring individual, especially for those he hired. Continuing on, Mitchell shares the inspiring and noble humility Donado showcased through his philanthropic efforts as well, whether through assisting financially struggling college students or retaining recently laid off laborers.
And the thing is, he didn't boast about it. You would never know. But anybody who came, he would give help to. And I got to tell you that he really inspired me in public service to be that way, to be accessible, to help. You know, sometimes you feel a little ornery or so, but always at the end of the day, you try to help people and make the situation better off, because he used to always say, look, you know, you're not going to carry it with you, so what's the point?
Mitchell passionately adds that Donado's name lies amongst the other names of Grand Bahama's pioneers and legends.
Albert Miller was another. Got along with Edward St. George the same way. Lyndon Pindling. Just been very fortunate, and Mario was amongst the kings of that, and I really appreciate knowing him.
The Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, releasing a statement expressing sincere condolences on Donado's passing, reading in part, a proud father and devoted family man. Mr. Donado was a savvy businessman and entrepreneur who was community-focused. His charitable work and businesses provided employment and touched countless lives, leaving a lasting impact on our community. Mario Donado passed away during the early hours on Sunday morning. Though deceased, his impact of not only an investment mogul, but as a philanthropic figure lives on strongly. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Our thoughts and prayers is with the family. May his soul rest in peace. And that's a look at stories making news. Here's a check on your health is wealth.
Obesity is a complex medical condition characterized by excessive body fat and a high BMI. In the Bahamas, 47% of adults are obese, with a BMI over 30, ranking us as one of the most obese countries in the world. Data in 2022 showed that the Bahamas has the highest rate of obesity in the Caribbean. Contributing factors include poor diet, lack of physical activity, genetics, and environmental influences. Obesity significantly increases the risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, strokes, certain cancers, joint problems, and sleep apnea. Management includes adopting a balanced diet, increasing physical activity, and in some cases, medical intervention or surgery may be necessary. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and remember, your greatest wealth is your health.
All right, it's now time for a check on sports. Jay, regatta just over, a lot of things happening.
I was going to just say, man, welcome back. I know you had a good time.
A burn up, but a back.
But coming up in the sports rivalry continues between Freeport and New Providence Rugby, and also 2 high school players made their college commitments. We'll see where they'll be going next season to play in the fall.
All right, good stuff. Sports is up next, right after this break.
Here at Island Bedding, we provide Bahamians a local option for factory direct quality sleep products. We have also expanded to include a range of furniture and home accessories. Check out our new living room pieces, including sectional, TV stands, accent tables, and more. Come on down to Island Bedding and feast your eyes on prices you have to see to believe. Located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinarian.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you. Cocktail termites former Salmus, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
Get ready for the Freeport Business Expo Tourism Edition 2, happening May 1st and 2nd. Network, explore, and grow with top industry leaders. Register today at freeportbusinessexpo.com. The Ministry for Grand Bahama invites residents and Grand Bahamians everywhere to unite and celebrate our beautiful island in grand style at the Welcoming Home Grand Expo, July 2nd through 10th. It's a week of events that you cannot miss. Save the date and get ready for Welcoming Home.
Guy's Little Bakery presents Cake and Sale, the Mother's Day edition, Sunday, May 11th at the Oleander Room, Freeport Harbor, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Decorate a vintage-style cake while snacking on bite-sized brunch favorites. Your package will include a cake, decorating supply, brunch bite, unlimited drinks while decorating and sipping. Enjoy music by Sweet Mouth. Want surprises and surprising? Gotta be 15 years or older. Limited seats available. Phone 441-9944. Happy Mother's Day. Tickets on sale April 12th.
We are your one-stop gift shop downtown in the Culmerville Plaza. Handbags, accessories, and fragrances for men, women, and kids. Open Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Special orders and layaway available. Call 352-9554 for more info. They got everything you need and more.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. Talking sports, the Capital Union Bank Cup final played on Saturday at the Freeport Rugby Club between the visiting Cuckoos from New Providence and the home team Freeport. After a highly contested game, Freeport came out as the champions, winning this one 31-7.
It's always good to win, right? We don't, biggest problem here is we don't have enough games on a regular basis, and all our kids we've got a really young squad. So anytime you win with a team, it makes them a bit more enthusiastic to come back and practice and play again. So a win would be good for everybody. We've spent some money on the club the last few years since Dorian, where we lost the roof and lots of the other bits and pieces. So it's all good. We got some good sponsors with Sands and Alive and Union Bank. So it's all been good.
Next in sports, two high school teammates from Sunland Baptist Academy will now be college teammates this fall, as both Jermaine Woodside and Jason Williams will be attending Spoon River Community College in Illinois on a full basketball scholarship.
I just want to thank my mommy, Shalina Russell, for always being there for me.
That's right. That's right.
I want to say how proud I am to be a son, and everything I do is for you. Always being there for me, for school, for basketball, for life, bad times, good times. I just want to say thank you and how proud I am of you for being the woman you are.
First and foremost, I want to thank God for allowing me to be here and get this opportunity. I want to thank my family, my mother, daddy, grandma, grandpa, and my aunties and uncles for pushing me. I want to thank my coaches for pushing me hard and training me. I want to thank my school, Sunland Baptist Academy, for allowing me to come here and play for them.
These are great kids, good character, leaders. And so I'm so happy to would have played a part in their lives, for them to be in this position.
Ladies and gents, that's your quick check on sports. Your Facebook friend of the day is next. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
What is Business Fit? Business Fit is a group health insurance package offered by BAF Financial. What are some of the benefits of Business Fit? No deductible, dental and vision care, hospital room and board, surgical treatment, labs, medication and drugs, maternity, doctors, clinics, specialist visits, chemotherapy and radiation treatment, air and ground ambulance, and preventative care. Business Fit, offered by BAF Financial.
How do ideas become plans? Plans become memories.
So you like my new girl?
And dreams become your life.
This is retirement.
Do you remember when hope became a house? When that house became a home? Your ideas are everything, and we're here to help make them happen. Your idea of yes, I can happens here.
A new era is dawning in Grand Bahama. An opportunity, it's knocking louder than ever. Introducing Tract B, Bahama Reef Yacht and Country Club, Unit 1. A prime corner commercial property, footsteps from the Port Lacaya Marketplace, crystal clear waters and white sandy beaches. This expansive 4.8-acre tract is zoned for commercial and multi-use development. Envision a thriving restaurant, a boutique hotel, or an entertainment hub unique to your vision come to life. You can live, work, Play and learn in paradise when you seize this rare opportunity today. Collaborate with DevCo and let's shape the future of Grand Bahama Island together.
Your #1 team in the north. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that wraps up the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles.
And I'm Jay Philippe.
There's a live look at the Bahamas Tonight that's on your screen, coming your way next.
Summer in the Bahamas. The weather is hot, but not as hot as the ZNS summer packages. Get ads on ZNS TV or ZNS Radio Network or the TV community page, or a combination of all three. ZNS has got you covered with great prices, whatever package you choose. Book before June 7th and get the local Federation Championship Baseball bonus full of all kinds of extras free of charge. Contact your account executive or call ZNS Sales at 502-3800 today. Hot summer package rates valid until July 31st.
It's time to grow your church. Time to extend your message to all the islands in the Bahamas, into the Turks and Caicos Islands, and to the world via the ZNS app and website. It's time to broadcast your church's services on ZNS TV. To help you with that, ZNS has some exciting new packages with very good prices. It's time to call 502-3813 for details.
At the Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas, I'm Clint Watson, and this is ZNS.
News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, left on the sidelines, the story of why a celebration for the healthcare sector was upended by protests. Also, what's behind the slowdown in first quarter economic growth? The central bank governor has that answer, as well as continued downside risk. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. As the government looks to fill the gap in the healthcare labor force, a gap it says is growing in the face of many local practitioners being recruited by developed nations, the Bahamas has now been forced to look outside to clog the hole. After a year-long search, the Ministry of Health and Wellness today welcomed more than 40 nurses, many of them from the African nation of Ghana, as well as 14 physicians, again, some Bahamian and Ghanaian. Health Minister, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, who spoke on the sidelines of the start of a 3-day orientation for the new recruits, says the Bahamas is fortunate to capitalize on Ghana's surplus of healthcare professionals and says many of these recruits will be deployed to the Family Islands.
I'm pleased to report that we have 10 doctors that we have recruited, and these doctors will be filling the gaps in the Department of Public Health in many of our remote family islands. We have also recruited 40 nurses from Ghana. We have the PHAs also here with us today, and the majority of these nurses will be deployed at the Princess Margaret Hospital and the Rand Memorial Hospital to fill the gaps that currently exist in the system.
Well, while the red carpet was rolled out to welcome the newest health professional hirees, truth is not everyone celebrated the occasion. Corval Pfeiffer explains.
The 3-day orientation where this group of new hirees, 14 physicians and 53 nurses, a mix of Bahamian and Ghanaian nationals all attended, was officially opened by Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville Monday, who delighted in welcoming the new healthcare workers, while nearby, other nurses were feeling left out.
I am tired of it. I am sick and I am tired of it.
As this comprehensive orientation session was getting underway inside, a group of Bahamian nurses gathered outside protesting, claiming that they were being treated unfairly. It's an issue Dr. Darville spoke to before leaving. This group of 8 Department of Public Health nurses, all 2023 graduates, are still awaiting their appointments. Their lives, they say, are in limbo. Bahamas Nursing Union President Muriel Lightbourne calls it shameful that personnel are brought in from as far as Ghana, unable to be processed, while Bahamians are left on the sidelines.
The Word of God tells us that if a man does not take care of his own children, he is worse than an infidel. An infidel is an unbeliever. So are you telling me that you don't believe in your people?
Her frustration only amplified by 31-year-old nursing graduate Irvine Young. She's a single mom who's been waiting to be regularized since 2023. This feels, she says, like a slap in the face.
You working every day, 40 hours. Come on, please, don't forget about us. We are here. We are here. They're saying the nurses leaving. We here. We graduated in 2023. We didn't go abroad.
Dr. Darville, while sympathetic to these nurses, blames the delay largely on the vetting process, which he says is out of his hands.
So I assure the nurses who graduate in 2023, who are part of the orientation program upstairs, and those in 2024, that we will continue to push forward to expedite the process to make sure that this process doesn't take this long, because the Ministry of Health always seems to get the bad end of the stick as a result of a process that is responsible for public service.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
Meantime, Muriel Lightbourne today bristling at questions about her alleged firing as Bahamas Nurses Union president. Lightbourne insisting she remains head of the BNU and intends to stay in place until her members decide otherwise.
That's a good time. Who will fire me? Who will fire me? I will be fired in January 19th, 2026, if the nurses goes to the polls and say they do not want Miss Lightbourne. The misunderstanding about it is just some persons who can't take losses. You're bitter. After 2 years, you still bitter? Come on. I don't worry about that.
Now, there are reported issues within the BNU. 2 senior officials were recently placed on suspension. Lightbourne argues that those suspensions were mandated by the union's constitution. Well, from health, we cross over now to news on the economy. The Central Bank's first quarter results are in this report. Our Danielle Dean takes a look at what external factors have led to the economy expanding at a slower pace.
According to Central Bank Governor John Roll, though private sector credit expanded at a faster pace, the seasonal growth in bank liquidity and external reserves tapered when compared to the same period last year.
External reserves grew by about $171 million over the first quarter of 2025, and as at the end of April, we're approaching $2.8 billion, which is moderately less than the estimated $2.9 billion at this point last year. In the fiscal sector, consolidation trends are expected to continue despite the increased trade policy uncertainties, given sustained reforms by the government to broaden the revenue base, such as towards cruise tourism and the domestic minimum corporate tax.
Tourism numbers aren't where they should be, he added, noting a decrease in stopover tourists.
The Bahamas could also experience slowing from weakened U.S. consumer confidence and its potential pass-through to lower travel demand. In addition, the inflation outlook for the Bahamas is potentially elevated. Reduced air traffic is estimated to have impeded hotel sector performance most, as vacation rental sales, which are an important segment of the stopover market, experienced further expansion, and such activities attracted incrementally appreciated average daily rental rates.
Roll noted tariffs imposed by the United States are admittedly taking a toll on the economy.
The downside risk facing the economy have increased, particularly in light of the tariffs imposed by the United States and uncertainty over how trade policy tensions between the U.S. and its major trading partners will be resolved. Nevertheless, the likely magnitude of trade policy uncertainty on potential outcomes for the Bahamas still do not justify any precautionary response by the central bank in terms of either monetary policy or prudential measures in regards to the banking sector.
Reporting from the Central Bank of the Bahamas for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Danielle Dean.
Meantime, focus has been placed on inter-island connectivity. And for that, the government's embarked on a national bridge enhancement program that would see to the construction and rehabilitation of bridges in Exuma, Andros, and New Providence. We understand the initial phase of the engineering designs have been completed, but the final financial approvals are pending. Works and Family Island Affairs Minister, the Honourable Clay Sweeting, spoke to the need and importance of the initiative while leading a tour of the ferry bridge in Exuma.
We're looking at doing a national bridge program where we're looking at 3 bridges in Exuma, 3 bridges in Andros, and 1 bridge in New Providence that connects to the LJM Maritime Academy, where we're looking at transforming how we connect these islands. So this is an exciting time. We have a team from the UK. We have a few acro bridges throughout the Bahamas. I think 2, one in Abaco, 1 in Spanish Wells. That seems and proven to be convenient and budget friendly in the way that they're constructed.
UK-based infrastructure firm Amy Consulting, with expertise in sustainable bridge construction, has been assigned the project. As indicated, Managing Director Alex Gilbert elaborates on the site tour of the ferry bridge in Exuma.
We're looking at ferry bridge. We're looking at how we can replace this bridge for a long-term future of the Bahamas. So we're undertaking some geotechnical work to understand the rock conditions. We're undertaking topographical surveys because we're going to put a new bridge in here. So we'll bring in it's like a steel bridge that is bolted together, and we'll be able to push that out across the water, dual carriageway, and then we'll be able to take the old bridge down, but make sure we've got connectivity between the islands.
Meantime, after years of anticipation, the Water and Sewage Corporation slated to begin a significant infrastructure initiative aimed at enhancing water services for residents of Elizabeth Estates and Seabreeze. West Calix Forbes tells us more.
Joe Farrington Road stretches approximately 3.5 miles and is an access route that features a mix of residential and commercial properties. Its strategic location makes it a bustling area for both vehicular and pedestrian traffic.
The government has made it a priority to invest in critical infrastructure, not simply to repair what is broken, but to build stronger, smarter, and more sustainable systems that meet the needs of our people today and into the future. We acknowledge how long the residents of Joe Farrington Road, Seabreeze, and Elizabeth have waited for this. We know patience has not been easy, especially when essential services haven't kept pace with the needs of the growing community. You have lived with this inconvenience and, in some cases, real hardship that comes with the basic system that falls behind.
The project will begin with the installation of new water mains expanding to Lily Bay Drive. Following the completion of the underground work, the affected roads will be resurfaced. Addressing long-standing concerns about the water reliability and road conditions in the area.
We will be installing approximately 6,000 feet of new 10-inch diameter PVC water mains along the full stretch of Joe Farrington Road from Bay Lily Road in the west, Seabreeze, Cool Acres to Fox Hill Road in the east. This will be completed by upgrading piping in the adjoining side corners, including some 100 feet of 8-inch PVC mains, some 100 feet of 6-inch PVC mains, 300 feet of 4-inch PVC mains, and 200 feet of PVC mains along the side streets.
Upon completion of this $1.2 million water main renewal project, Water and Sewage Corporation Deputy General Manager Cyprian Gibson assured residents will experience fewer service interruptions and stronger, more consistent water pressure, as well as improved overall water reliability and system resilience, especially during storms or periods of high demand.
Is funding the overall project. The first phase would be the water main renewal, as we've already spoken about today. The Ministry and Water and Sewage continues to work closely together, headed by Minister Lundy and his team, to ensure this critical first step is completed before paving efforts begin. Construction is scheduled to begin mid-May, should take about 3 months, and it's important to note, and I want to reiterate what the Deputy General Manager of Water and Sewage, Mr. Gibson, said that it'll be done mostly in the nighttime between 9 p.m. and 5 a.m. to minimize daytime disruption.
For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes Calix Bobs.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country, pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
This one? No. Hey, look, KFC has an incredible promo.
I already had that for lunch.
Crunch your hunger cravings and satisfy the whole family with KFC bucket meals starting at just $20. Get freshly prepared golden fried chicken, buttery biscuits, and add your favorite large size. Bucket meals starting at just $20. KFC, finger licking good.
While others see customers as numbers, we see our customers as people, neighbors, friends who deserve more than one-sided connections. That's why we are redefining what real connection is by prioritizing our customers and showing our appreciation by putting our money where your loyalty is. BTC customers, claim your $200 Bahamas Air gift card when you add postpaid mobile to your internet plan. That's loyalty that flows both ways.
How do ideas become plans? Plans become memories.
So you like my new room?
And dreams become your life.
This is retirement.
Do you remember when hope became a house? When that house became a home? Your ideas are everything, and we're here to help make them happen. Your idea of yes, I can happens here.
What if I told you Wendy's has a new burger? With a flavor so secret, it's almost too delicious to handle. Well, now it's time to unlock that flavor. Try the new sweet and smoky barbecue cheeseburger. We can't tell you everything, but we can tell you that it's packed with flavor, including our secret barbecue sauce. Try the new sweet and smoky barbecue cheeseburger today. Available for a limited time. Limited time.
Easter celebrates generosity, and this bunny agrees. He's busy showing his generosity this season. At the paint place, we're having a 20% store-wide sale. Our gift to you: stop by and get colors that allow you to paint it right the first time.
The news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, where safety is first.
Well, there's nothing quite like a sunset here in Nassau. Today's drone shot, you can see Portiskeee Dock and the two bridges connecting New Providence with Paradise Island. That shot, of course, courtesy of our drone pilot, Neville Smith. Welcome back. The mining bill gets the approval of senators. The legislation recently passed in the lower chamber is expected to ensure the country's natural resources are properly monitored and protected while enhancing transparency in line with international best practices. It comes amid high mining activity in the country in terms of sand, gravel, and crushed stone, commonly used in the construction industry. Leading off today's debate, Attorney General Senator the Honorable Ryan Pinder, who among other things noted that a Department of Mining will be established. Now, that department will be responsible for maintaining a register of all persons holding mining licenses and permits issued by the department.
This is a very important point because we frequently hear from the Bahamian public that there's mining activities going on throughout the country, in certain instances, primarily sand mining, and questions on the transparency. Do they hold the license? Are they in the area in which they hold their license? Are they allowed to conduct the scale of activities that they're doing? And there's no transparency under the current regime that will allow an interested party to be able to make these inquiries and get an answer.
Other key components of the bill: increased revenue generation and more public-private opportunities for stakeholders. Proper assignments of mining operations are also tied into the legislation in order to better protect the environment and promote sustainability of the sector. However, Leader of Opposition Business in the Upper Chamber, Senator Darren Henfield, raised this concern.
If you look at this act, and I took my time and went through it today, and I marked every place where someone has to say the minister responsible. And I got tired marking the spots. I really, you got to see the minister about a license. You got to see the minister about this. You got to see the minister about that. There are other practices in the world that we could have engaged, rather than obligating unto itself the cabinet, or through the Kaltona principle, some official in the government who has a responsibility to the minister to have oversight, and to hear the word oversight mentioned in the same sentence as the government is almost laughable to me.
In other news, Cyril Saltao's making quite a name for himself here in the Bahamas. From all reports, he escaped lawful custody just after 6 Sunday morning while receiving medical care at the Princess Margaret Hospital. Now, soon after learning of Saltao's escape, though, the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services dispatched a search team. It was not long after that corrections officer captured the escapee at his last known residence. He was promptly returned to the prison Fox Hill compound. Saltao was serving time for overstaying and, at this, attempting to escape from lawful custody. He faced a fine of $2,500 or 6 months in prison on one count and 6 months in prison on another 2 counts. On the same day, BDOX also received a remand warrant from court number 5 for 2 counts of armed robbery. Now, the matter has been turned over for police for further action. The prison, meantime, has initiated its own investigation into the circumstances surrounding the inmate's escape.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance. Peace of mind.
Are you straight? Bro, I ain't getting no service. I can't make no calls. I can't post nothing on my stories. I don't get it.
Wait, you on a live? Shad, come, let's fix that. Come. This one needs saving. Pour them over, please.
Say less. Sign up today. Enjoy 5 gigs on us with select prepaid plans when you port your number to Alive, or 3 months free Alive Fiber services when you port your landline.
Authentic history of the Bahamas captured by 12 distinguished writers. Join us for the official launch of the new modernized Bahamian History High School textbook, which encapsulates the journey from whence we came to the modern Bahamas. Tune into this channel for the launch that promises to be educational, entertaining, and transformative as we celebrate our rich history pre- and post-independence.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code. Select your payment amount and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Is brought to you by 700 Wines and Spirits, bringing celebration across the nation.
Well, we're now going to toss it over to LaDon and Marlena for a sneak peek at what's coming up in Access Now. Ladies?
Well, Kushla, students from the School for the Blind received their rewards for their academic achievements. Marlena, do you know?
I think they had some on the principal's list.
Yes.
They had some honor rolls, some most improved. I feel like people undervalue most improved sometimes. Like that's the push you need. You never know. Just recognizing progress can be the thing that makes that person take that leap and go, you know what, I can do it.
And there was a few students, I think, performed well in the BJC and BGCSE examination, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Such a sweet story there, and that's coming up in Access Now. For now, stay with us. A feature story is up next.
Diet-friendly special.
What is it? Oh, ghost pepper burger. Chicken. I always at Popeyes, so me just come and taste the chicken. Wow. Nice, crunchy. This is off the chisholm.
Wow, that is way better than I expected. Very spicy, extremely spicy actually. The bread is very soft. The chicken is juicy. Yeah, that's spicy food.
We're all in this boat together. It takes a team to do it. It doesn't take one person or 3 people, 5 people. It takes a team of people to pull this thing off.
We have about 72 employees in Freeport, and the rest are in Nassau, Abelkona, Luthra, a total of over 165.
A lot of people are not aware that Sans is brewed here in the Bahamas. It's produced here in Grand Bahama Island after Dorian, and especially during the pandemic. Every time I saw a bottle of beer, every time I saw a Sans product, it represented resilience.
The only thing I can say to the Bahamian people is to support your own.
All of us are in this boat together, our staff, the country, everyone. And we've been through a lot of rough patches, taking on water, bail the water out, and now it's time to be sailing forward. And we need everyone's support to make that happen.
The University of the Bahamas is honoring the 60th anniversary of Black Tuesday with a commemorative exhibition at the Kevin M. Bethel Building. Our West Alex Forbes has the story.
Black Tuesday, April 27, 1965, is remembered for the dramatic act when the opposition leader, Sir Lyndon Pinling, threw the Speaker's mace through the window of the House of Assembly. This symbolic protest, joined by Sir Milo Butler, discarding the parliamentary hourglass, representing a bold change to an unjust political system, and ignited momentum towards greater political rights for the majority of the Bahamians.
Well, we just launched the commemorative 60th anniversary of Black Tuesday exhibition, and it's going to be up until at least, we hope, May 12th. And it's an amazing event because we have here video footage with Sir Lyndon Oscar Pinley being interviewed about his role in Black Tuesday. We have 10 panels that have been mounted with the generous assistance from AMMC and also archives. And the Ministry of Education has also supported this. By Wednesday, we're actually going to have a replica mace that is going to be installed here, and the hourglass replica as well.
This is important for us because it's perspective, but it's also a means by which we can connect with the past. And that's quite important for us as a country because it builds a national identity and it allows people to begin to understand and appreciate the importance of every single Bahamian citizen.
As the nation commemorates the 60th anniversary of the historic milestone, the spirit of Black Tuesday remains alive, serving as both a tribute to the pioneers of social change and a reminder for the ongoing responsibility to uphold justice and equality for all.
Well, it's part of a political awakening that occurred in the Bahamas. It's a seminal moment. It's part of the quiet revolution that started with the Burma Road Riot and culminated with majority rule in 67 and then independence in 73.
Visitors are encouraged to explore the exhibition and reflect on the strides made since the defying day of 1965, acknowledging the courage of those who challenged the status quo and paved the way for a more equitable Bahamas. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Wes, College Sports.
Thanks, Wes. That does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
How do ideas become plans? Plans become memories.
So you like my new
And dreams become your life.
This is retirement.
Do you remember when hope became a house?